The position on Umar ibn al-Khattab is an example of the doctrinal division between Shiites and others. Shiites have studied the history of this man and found him to be a hypocrite, criminal, and a killer. One of his most heinous crimes was his involvement in a plot to assassinate the Messenger of Allah, Allah's peace and blessings upon him and his pure family, and later his direct involvement in killing his only daughter, who survived him, Fatima al-Zahra, peace be upon her, because of her stand against the coup which was set up by him and his companion Abu Bakr ibn Abi Quhafa following the martyrdom of her father. However, the Bakri community refrain from in-depth study of the history of this man. Their leaders deny historical facts which expose his crimes and mortal sins. They insist on denying them and use various tricks, but that is no longer good enough for the masses. For many members of this sect, as a result of recent changes, have become more open-minded. They have begun to study history in a scientific manner and reach conclusions which have led them to become Shiites. One of the things most often denied by the leaders of the sect is the fact that Umar ibn al-Khattab carried out a brutal attack on Our Lady Fatima al-Zahra, peace be upon her, which led to the miscarriage of her baby Muhsin or Muhassin, peace and blessings upon him, one of her ribs being broken and her remaining sick until she died as a martyr after a period not exceeding 3 months after the death of her father, the Prophet, Allah's peace and blessings upon him and his pure family. Leaders of the Bakri sect deny this, even though many of their historical sources make specific mention of it. By way of example, all three of Al-Shahristani, Al-Safadi, and Al-Nadham report that on the day of allegiance, Umar struck Fatima's stomach, causing her to lose her baby. He shouted, "Burn the house no matter who is inside." There was in the house no other than Ali, Fatima, Hassan, and Hussein. After Abu Bakr and Umar seized power, the position taken by the family of the Prophet, Allah's blessings upon all of them, was to reject this unlawful coup. For this reason, they and a group of their supporters refused to pledge allegiance to Abu Bakr and to recognize him as a Khalif. As an expression of protest, the family of the Prophet shut themselves off from the world inside their house and did not go out. This prompted Umar ibn al-Khattab to lead a mob of mercenaries from the tribe of Aslam to attack the rebels and drag them by force to pledge allegiance to Abu Bakr. That day became known as the Day of Allegiance. On that day, Umar and his gang attacked the House of Prophecy, where the rightful Caliph Ali ibn Abi Talib, peace and blessings upon both of them, was engaged in worship and compilation of the Quran, while Our Lady Fatima al-Zahra, peace be upon her, was behind the door of the house because she had tried to confront the attackers and remind them that what they were doing was unlawful. Nevertheless, Umar took advantage of the opportunity to persecute her by attacking. Once the door had been set alight, he stormed the house and beat the greatest lady of all worlds, whom the Prophet had praised time and time again and given repeated warnings against doing her wrong. At this point, our Lady Az-Zahra, peace and blessings upon her, cried out. Imam Ali, peace and blessings upon him, heard her voice and rushed to her aid. He took Umar, threw him to the ground, stepped on his nose, and was about to kill him. But for the fact of his thinking back to the order given to him by the Prophet, Allah's peace and blessings upon him and his pure family, to be patient in the face of tyranny, so long as his supporters were too few in number. The leaders of the Bakr